Good evening, guys. It's almost 6 p.m. Friday evening, so I'm going to quickly wrap up the video and box sale. I'm not going to do it today as well. So this week I was busy with my deck. I was building myself, so just been tired, so I'll cover it next week. I'm sure I will do the unbox sale next week. So NFP today at 8:30 a.m. it may give us some clue for today's RTH price action. Yeah, so I used the word RTH price action. I didn't say directional bias or anything, So overall sellers are in control, that we know, okay? Yesterday's end of day closing remark levels are important for yesterday's buyers to hold above, and overnight price is balancing above those areas, right? So yesterday's end of day video, these are the levels I said, hey, buyers needs to hold above in order to prove that they are legit from yesterday's move. If not, then break below, price will tank, but it will not go anywhere. Basically, it will get stuck between preferred and backup buyers area. That was the whole idea. So, and it will break preferred area on either one side and then move a little bit towards that side, and then it will die down and then come back and then chop around back and forth between levels. So, and it is possible that it can maintain the broken side move till noon and then start reversing till closing, and it may maintain that direction with heavy chop, right? So let's say if the move is down of the open, right, and price goes down and down till noon, then it will reverse and go back up slowly, but it will not break the day's high at that point, and it will just chop around and go a little bit higher and maintain that higher direction. If it goes up after the open, then and break out preferred buyers area, let's say, or preferred sellers area, then it will try to hit the backup sellers area or towards it till noon, and then it will reverse and then slowly move downwards, back to the original range where it started from, and then it will die down and slowly close lower end in that case, somewhere in the middle or somewhere near the low side, but anyway, that will be the direction it will maintain, So that's how you have to view today's price action going into the day. Overall, I'm expecting a neutral day, right? And in case if trend up or down day develops, then ES will run towards 20s, right? So today's low was 39.20. That's where it closed, right? So that's where it ran towards, at the end, And then it also went towards 4020 as well, right? So 20s, 4020, 39.20. So 20s, 20s. Simple, and this is what it is. And then Russell, and then dream number, very powerful numbers as usual, 271 and 314. 271, that was an NFP bounce from it, right? Again 271, dream number, bounce from it, right? 314, also there was a pullback during NFP. There was a pullback also in RTH from 314, then it died down, then 271 responded, then it up, and they finally went through it. See how dream numbers are? They are very powerful, Always I'm saying, right, it's a very powerful number. All you have to do is do some process building around it, and you can literally trade only dream numbers. You don't need any of these levels, any of this line in your chart, you don't need it. All you need is a 2 dream number, that's all, 2 levels, that's it. And then so now let's talk about this, right? Hunting levels are important, correct? So that is what I said in the pre-market. So if preferred sellers area is broken, right, which was way up, here also it was up, right, then it will run towards backup sellers area, and then it will die down towards the noon, and then it will reverse the direction. So this is the noon time, 12 o'clock. It die down here, it build a balance, then break down, go below preferred sellers area. At that point, it's a breakdown. Internals are started tanking like this, right? It will run towards backup buyers, preferred buyers, that is all it is, and then once the Globex low is taken out, it accelerated it, see? So these are the trades if you are trading it. See, I stopped trading at 10 o'clock, but you have to watch all these things. You have been watching my end of day videos for now quite some times, right? you should know all these things. I don't have to be in Discord with you all the time to give you the trades. This is a common sense here. VWAP, both the intraday VWAP, in 24-hour VWAP, right? Price built a balance between this, around this seller's area. See, it's a common sense, right? So they are fighting. Buyers are trying to hold this area, turn into support, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then finally break down hard below all these levels, right? Then it's not gonna respond here again, right? Because now the pressure is built up. Buyers had a chance here, but they screw it up. So, but since this rim number was they held like 2-3 times, all you have to wait for price to take out this level, And here you can see this mini candle, even they try to buy it, both the rim number here, they failed, right? And then failed. See here you can short with the flow right there, All these buyers are now trapped right there. And then preferred buyers area, if it holds it, let's say here, right, then price will come back up here and then it will go down, But anyway, it didn't even come back up there. But the moment it took out this area, it pulled back here and then boom, right? So that was there another short right here. This is all like later on shorts, right? So this also another short right here, right? Or if you are afraid, you can take this short, right? And you can target this area. See, this is my comment in the pre-market comments, right? So this is all I wrote it in the pre-market at 6-7 o'clock, right? The preferred sellers, backup sellers, aggressive, preferred buyers, backup buyers. Considering Labor Day, you want price to hold above this area, break below, more sellers, trend down day, but you can see it. Price held it this green line to the dot. See that? So, and it closed where? Into this backup, but below backup buyers area, right? So now whatever the Thursday's buyers, they are gone, And now new set of sellers came in, right? So now you want to see what? Break below this area in Monday, Tuesday, Actually you want to see price holding below this yellow line in general, And ES you want to see price holding below this 50 area, Or this area, okay? So now ES, there was a trade in ES too, So these are the NFP trades, right? So this is, I clearly laid out the scenario for NFP, And this trade I gave you well in advance, even in pre-market, before NFP. So I give you a chart, right, with expected. This was the chart, right, I gave you. So you can see the pink line direction, right, and this white is a RTX direction I'm expecting, right. If this pink line is NFP, then this is a pullback you get. If NFP moves higher, this is a pullback into this area, which is 74 area, right. And then during RTH or before RTH, but this line says before RTH, right? And then RTH will follow through towards this direction, basically, right? Go up about this high, right? And then it will do balancing and then die down and slowly goes down, right? If the down move happens during NFP, right, it will happen from this area, right? This is where I put this arrow, right? This yellow line, and then it will go down, come back up, and then this was your NFP pullback, and then it goes down, and then RTH will take over from here. It goes down, make a new low, come back up, balance, breakout, and this. So this is the direction I gave you visually to look for during NFP, right? Because during NFP I was not there to trade, right? I have to drop my son to school. So in today's case, up move happens, right? So price went higher and then pullback. We are looking for it's around 74, right? So now you can see it here, 74 area, correct? This is NFP move up into this area, right, to the exactly to the dot, the way I explained it, right? The price exactly stopped here, then it came down, right? NQ is similar thing. This was the area, right? Came up, pull back, both fell longs, make a new high, right? And then this was 9:30 p.m. right? It was at the high, so I said of the open it will pull back down, right? And then it will go up, make a new high during RTH, right? During the noon time, balance, breakdown. Exactly the same situation. Yes, but this is not exactly how it happened, like here this box was conflicting information than what I gave you. So but it's intraday, right? You can't exactly guess the same thing, but the whole idea was during RTH it will follow through, you know, and then it will die down, make a new high and then die down. That was the whole concept. So but here when it came down, I was not expecting to go below 30 to 40%, you know, from this up move, right? But it actually came down all the way here, right? Which is ideally it should not supposed to do that, you know. So but anyway, this was a trappy move, you know, this things was a trap actually, you know, but it should not, it's basically trap for sellers, you know. So ideally the sellers was supposed to come from here, right, as per my drawing. So this was a trap. Whoever took this short here, you know, it was a trap actually, you know. But anyway, sellers were there actually right here, you know, but it was a trap actually to me, you know. Actually I also took short somewhere here, you know, but I knew because of this more than 30 to 40% down, I took a short, but I didn't get trapped because I only took profit, you know, because Friday I only do scalping a few points, right? So I just traded from here to here, that's it, you know, and then I was out. So but anyway, and then price fall down further, see, but then this guy held it here, this guy held it here, and then bouncing happened. See, by that time I was already gone, right? But the actual move, if I was here, I would have taken this short right here, you know, all these shorts I would have taken it nicely, you know, because by the time you know they are trapped here. See, if this NFP, even though if you don't take any short here, right, if once this NFP low is taken out, this was your short, you know, price will most likely go towards this area, you know. And yes, also same thing, because this was a powerful move, right? If this thing is taken out here, you can use this area as a resistance, you know, and then you can short, you know. So those are the shorts, you know, pre-market, NFP, and after NFP, right? And internals were with you at that time. So that be all for today, right? And then Monday I already told you, right, what I need to see from sellers. See, today what I want to see from buyers was holding about this, right? They failed. So now I want to see this area turning into sellers, 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 and this area turning into sellers. So now sellers have an upper edge for next week, you know. And then next week, see, this week price stayed below hunting level, right? So sellers are wearing control in general. Now next week we will see, I have to come up with a new hunting levels, right? And if price stays below it, more sellers. If price stays above it, little bit buyers, but again, you know, they will fight against sellers, and eventually price will go down, you know. And that be all for today.